you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are goner, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest out, over that glass on my wrist, went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got that enemy stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, May.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Again, it's Henderson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Formation for the Patriots.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion.
Here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. At the 40.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Darnold now to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Throwing here is May. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next.
It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's May. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw, Darnold. Open man right side is Cup, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks first down.
To throw is Darnold.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Darnold to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, now how about this return? Still going past the 30.
Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Henderson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. So I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
To the air again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other side.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll throw with May. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They go play action now. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third down and 6. Looking to throw. May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
First down, Patriots.
To throw, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the Seahawks 44-yard
From the shotgun, it's May. Gets this complete to Boutte. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Short pass caught by Henry. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 on the Seahawks 31-yard line.
To the air, May. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Patriot first down.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Back to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Henderson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this is caught. Kayshon Boutte as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down is May. That is caught. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Patriots.
Throwing here is May.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
First down, New England.
From the gun again to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
And a Patriot first down.
Off the play fake, here's May. And pass complete, here's Butte with it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's May. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Seahawks first down.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Powering his way forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
First throw now for the backup lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. They'll swing this out to Henderson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll throw with May. He's got Henry.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
First down, New England.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 34 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll come up now on second down. Now Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Darnold to throw. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now first and goal.
And the Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Patriots now down by a field goal, 20 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's second down and 10.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl.